This could be the episode that makes us go viral, purely for the fact that Ash, where it doesn't help when the audio cuts out like that. Why does it keep doing that?
I don't know.
Why does that keep happening? It doesn't help. Sorry, no, I've completely gone wrong.
Sorry.
I'll keep it anyway.
Apologies.
Basically, Ash might die.
Yep.
On the podcast
live.
So that would be interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be a good send off because you're here. You could effectively do a live eulogy.
Well, if I die on the podcast,
Mhm.
I promise you now, I'll give you my word that my last words will be Uru.
Uru, Ash has got heartburn and tingles in the arm, but I've given him some Gaviscon and we crack on.
And
The podcast needs to get done.
And a pint of coffee.
A pint of coffee. So it's a combo that's going to work.
The Wombo combo, baby. Oh, I can't shut it.
We cancelled our Switch pre-order.
What? Why? What happened?
Bought a house and financially it's not smart. It's fuming. It's been a heavy month in terms of like going away and other shit. So Steph was like, it's probably not the wisest to blast 400 quid or whatever it is on Switch 2. She was like, she knows Nintendo and just knows that there will be another colour scheme that comes out, and she was like, I'll fucking kill myself if I buy the Switch brand new and then they release another colourway like a couple of months later. So cancelled it, gonna fucking wait.
Plus I think it's not gonna be like fucking yonks till they're back in stock. It's not COVID days.
No, yeah. And she said that there's not really much that's going to be coming out straight away. That it's much like when the PS5 first came out and everyone was fucking scrambling for one, and I know it would happen. Because when the PS5 came out, I had my pre-order and then I cancelled it for whatever reason. Don't know why I did that, but cancelled it and then absolutely scrambled to get one when it released. And then when you do get one, you're like, yeah, there's nothing here to play. This was a pointless effort. But I've got one. And it'll probably be the same for Switch 2.
Well, I've had many opportunities lately to get a Switch 2. Keep popping up saying they're available again. And I always go on there and I always click on it and I'm like, and I always pull out. For the same reason, mainly because I have responsibilities, but more so that all I'd be playing is Mario Kart. And I know I'd be bored after a week.
And I feel like if you're in that position where it's in your basket and then you're humming and hawing about it, that's when you know, I don't need this. If you're sitting there and you're going, I'm not really sure. Whereas if something like, I don't know, if Baldur's Gate Collector's Edition popped up again, then that's being thrusted on.
Currently watching the Baldur's Gate 3 Collector's Edition statue at the moment.
How much?
260 quid starting bid, but then buy it now 380. I will pay no more than 260 quid for it. So unless I get it for starting bid.
What was the one that you bought but then didn't buy? How much was that?
500.
Yeah, that one.
That was for the whole collector's edition.
Oh, that was
just
the entire
statue,
thing. Oh, okay.
Which is the main thing I want. Really.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll wait and see.
Connor still kicks himself about that because he's like, I could have bought that collector's edition. Why does that keep happening? It's my mic.
It's definitely your mic.
We'll roll with it until we
can't.
And he's like, I definitely could have got the collector's edition, and then just given him the statue. And I was talking to him. I was like, why would you just give it to him? Rinse him a little bit. You know what I mean? We're all friends here, but let's be...
Well, hold on. That sounds more like a friend, and you sound more like an enemy.
Yeah, but let's be businessmen before friends.
Well, let's not.
We're rinsing him for a patron.
Let's be friends. No, he buys a product. The product is received.
Yeah.
You know, he's just being like, oh, I know how much you want to.
That's what Mark was whinging about earlier. I was talking to him about the patron and everything, and he was like, and we've only had one round of t-shirts and hoodies.
That's a cool cup, bro.
He was like, I'm glad I pay for it. I said to him, but you pay for the patron.com/what's the buttons. You pay for the exclusive episodes, not for merch.
That was just a gesture of our kind
the merch
hearts.
comes later. You know what I mean. Don't be ungrateful, you fucking bald idiot. Useless.
Take your lift home and be happy with it.
You know what I mean? Take it.
There's your Patreon money.
Roman's got into Warhammer.
I see his message the other day about getting me running.
He's got straight in there. Oh, about the.
Oh yeah.
He went out with Connor, and Connor's obviously played on his ADHD mind. And I mean, Warhammer's fucking interesting. Full stop.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Roman's like heavy into Pokemon at the moment. And just went all in, bought the fucking paints, a couple of figures, the brushes, went down to a Warhammer shop near him. And he said that they were really nice because he went in there and just like typical Warhammer place that relatively nerdy, right?
Relatively.
And he went in there and he apparently said to him, he's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I want to get into it, so help me. You could take advantage of that. But I feel like Warhammer's already taken advantage of you full stop because of how expensive all of it is. So you don't need an external force taking further piss. So give him a book and then loads of other shit. And he actually spent all night painting his first figure and has done a decent job with it. But I, for the life of me, cannot remember the faction that he has gone for. Because I know you were interested in World Eaters. Am I right?
You're right.
And then I was looking at Necrons. And I know Connor... I don't know what Connor's doing. I don't know what he runs with. You remember?
He's got the little aliens and Space Marines, I think. He's definitely got Space Marines. He's got loads of different armies. He's got everything.
Yeah.
He's got everything.
Yeah. But that was basically like a lot of the topic of conversation today. Custodes.
That's what Henry Cavill's using at the moment.
I'm going Necrons. Shall we?
Yeah. I love
it's
that.
Great. But yeah, so it's just such an in-depth thing to jump into. It's scary.
I'm too into D&D to
Yeah.
do that. But I'd love to. If I had the room to do the painting, I think I would do that. Because I've got for Christmas I've got a D&D fucking miniature collection of the story books that I'm reading.
Yeah.
And there's like 12 figures in there that I could paint, but I wouldn't start on them because I'd fucking butcher them. And two, I just haven't got the room and the space. You need a little.
It's just so incredibly time consuming to.
I've got nothing else to do in the
to
evenings,
do loads of that.
Kids go to bed.
Paint a couple of
Love
figures.
Island's on. I'm not interested. I'll bang some paint on some plastic.
Yeah, I mean Connor really stuck some time into trying to finish some of his models that he was painting, and he was a tired man in the mornings for a solid like week or two because he was like, I just need to paint them. I need to get through them, and I need to paint them.
He loves it. If I had that space and that spare time, I would do something similar, or I'd just be playing computer games. So,
yeah,
there's not much.
I think that's why this mic is pissing me off. Let me fix this. I've done a little bit of technical analysis here, and my solution for fixing the mic cutting in and out is doing absolutely nothing. I've just picked the cable up and put it on my lap. So let's see if that fixes it. If it does it again, then we'll just call it a day and fucking give up. Yeah, I feel like the main demotivator for me getting into Warhammer is. It's like with the reading, it's just sitting down and taking time away from gaming and other shit and then painting. Because I feel like I'd really enjoy getting stuck, because I've got some Warhammer books over there, Age of Sigmar, and then a load of World of Warcraft books. And I'm slowly getting through them. But you give me the option between either sitting down and reading a book or sitting down and playing like Expedition 33 or something like that at the moment, then I'm doing that. You know what I mean? So it's quite an arduous task to get into. And then when you actually delve into the lore of Warhammer, you ever seen that spider chart of like all the factions and shit like that?
No, but I know.
Or like all the books, if you were to read them in order of lore and all that bollocks. It's just fucking daunting. So daunting.
Yeah, there's a lot to it, and that's what makes it interesting. The thing is that I think if I had all the spare time that you boys have, in terms of like you're busy, but you can get in and decide how busy you are, I'd be paralysed by choice. I wouldn't know what to do. So.
Well, in terms of Warhammer, or just in terms of...
Just all of it. I'd be like, I want to read. Oh, no, I want to paint. Oh, no, I want to watch this series. Oh, no, I want to play computer games. I'd be like... Because whenever I do get the odd occasion where I am alone for a few hours, I end up just having a nap. Because I'm like, I don't know what to do. I can have hours of free gaming here, or I could do some drawing, or I could read in peace. And then I just don't know what to do, so I just fall asleep.
I'm terrible for that when you sit there all day and you go, I'm going to get home and I'm going to do this, I'm going to play this. And then you get home...
Knackered.
And then, knackered. And then... It's almost like you tease yourself where you go, I have a couple of hours here where I can sit on the PlayStation, but let me just go and quickly do this and then do something else and fucking watch a series or something. And then but like I'm terrible for. I'll start watching a TV series, but then whilst I'm watching it, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I could play this game. I'm really excited.
Yep.
And it's like, you can fucking play it now, you dick.
Yeah, turn
you
this
can
off.
play it now.
What am I doing?
I absolutely love Expedition 33.
We need to talk about that before, because we're not talking about games. We're just bollocking on. Let's go on to games, shall we? I've seen you've been smashing it out. I turned the PlayStation off the other weekend late, and I looked, and you were still fucking on Expedition 33. I don't know if you'd not turned the PlayStation off, or you were still gaming at gone midnight.
Oh, what, on a weekend? Yeah. No, I was playing till like 3 in the morning. Or something.
Man's gone deep, Bev.
I was proper.
Talk to me, but carefully. But talk to me.
I don't know how you can be careful with
See,
it.
this is what I was saying to you, but I don't know why it's that dodgy.
It's just very, very good.
Geezer at work who's playing it, don't like turn-based games. Doesn't like that sort of game at all. And he told me the other day it's fucking incredible. And I was just like, how are so many people saying this?
From another person who doesn't like turn-based gameplay, it's extremely fun. I think it is because of the dynamic combat in it and how you can really add your own flavour and fuck about with it. And so like the build that I've got at the moment with one of my people, I don't want to say names or anything because that would be a spoiler. I've set them up now, so rather than using their abilities or their spells, their main fucking damage dealer is their base attack, because I have a weapon that allows you to use your base attack a second time, like after you use it. So you use a base attack and then it does it again. And then you pair that with a couple of pictos where it'll be like, right, so your base attack now does 50% damage and your initial hit will apply defenselessness, and then your like third picto will do X, Y, and Z, double damage, blah, blah, blah. So you can build something around something so simple, and then at the drop of a hat, you can just change it. I think that's really cool as well. So rather than like having a cost to changing your abilities around and shit like that, if you've already got them, you can just chop and change them, which is quite nice. So obviously when you level up, you can buy new abilities and you can level up your stats and all that shit. You can reset them, obviously, but going through your builds and shit, you end up with too many spells anyway, because you can only have 6 equipped at a time. So like right now, one of my lot have like 10 spells. So I'm not going to use them. But they all do different things. So depending on where I am, I can just chop and change all of them for free and very, very quickly. And the pictos just make it really nice to play, because you can pick up one that will do some really cool shit, equip that to one of your characters, kill a couple of things, and then you unlock the passive thing for that so that everyone else can purchase. So I feel like it just adds way more flavour to just a turn-based game, and the story is really fucking cool, and the soundtrack is really fucking good, and the worlds themselves look incredible, really fucking nice. Every person that playing it and saying it's sick is correct. It is sick. I highly recommend it.
You know that I'm gonna love it.
It's 45 quid for fuck's sake.
Oh.
Like that's good enough. I know you. I think after the Indiana Jones situation, I don't know how much I really do, but you would love Claire Obscur Expedition 33.
I'm definitely gonna play it.
100%.
It's just a matter of when.
It's such a fucking good game. It's so good. And thing is, like, I think I've put it's a weird thing where it feels like I'm sinking a shitload of time into it, but I've only put like, I don't even think I've hit 20 hours yet, which is weird because it feels like I've thrown a load of time into it.
Yeah, but it is for you because you tend to not really do that with me. You play a lot of short games now and then just do WoW, didn't you? So,
but well, this I haven't played WoW for about 3 weeks.
Wow.
I just haven't touched it.
Mental.
Just haven't been interested. So, what was that? What was the fucking thing that I was saying that was leading on from that? So I've only put that amount of time in. Bloody blah. Oh yeah. So, but I've just been sidetracked with doing other shit in the game rather than the main story. I think I've seen spoilers for the bit that I'm about to do, which is fine, but yeah, it's just good. I can't really say much more than that. It's just fucking good. It's a game that I really did not expect to like, and I feel like if it was 60, 70 quid, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But having played it, I would 100% pay 60 or 70 quid for it all day.
It's great news. Have you heard of Edge magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, that was the one.
Mm.
Claire Obscur Expedition 33 is only the 28th game to receive a perfect score from Edge magazine in 30 years.
Deserves it.
So that's pretty high praise, isn't it?
Deserves it all. Quickly, if we're talking about Edge magazine, kind of similar but not similar, just very quick. Yesterday I was in an off license and they were selling nudie mags and porn videos.
Huh?
Haven't seen a nudie mag and a porn video for a very long time. DVDs. Used. One of them was sealed, but the DVDs and stuff were all used.
Fair enough.
Which is odd. But yeah, just because you talk about Edge magazine.
You're thinking about edging, put the
two together, porn,
makes
blah,
sense,
blah,
makes
blah.
Sense.
Yeah, no, it deserves it 100%. It's a serious Game of the Year contender.
Oh, yeah.
Serious. If you were in a gaming drought and you were thinking, what game should I play? Should I play this? Should I play that? Expedition 33
Mate,
all fucking day.
I am in the complete opposite of a gaming drought. I have this time where I've got all these games and I don't want to play any of them. And then a coin flips and I'm like, I've got all these games and I want to play all of them.
Mm-hmm,
and I don't know what turns that light on and off.
Don't know.
At the moment...
Autism.
Probably. At the moment, I'm playing Warzone still. I've banged out a whole season of FIFA. Playing Portsmouth career mode.
What did you finish up as?
What position?
Yeah.
I got promoted from the Championship into the Premier League. I finished 6th or 5th or 6th, and then I went up through the playoffs. That was a stressful time.
Decent.
Yep. So we got promoted,
and
now I'm in the Premier League and
struggling, cracking on.
Struggling a little bit, yeah. I think I beat Leeds, which was my main rival, 1-0.
Yeah.
I think I beat West Ham 2-1, which was a little sweetener.
Yeah.
I got pumped by Liverpool, pumped by Chelsea, which is what you'd expect. It's realistic because I've got what you can do on FIFA is you can change all the sliders. So you can change the sliders being like the bar, so 0 to 100 sprint speed, yada yada yada, for yourself and the computer. And like the professional YouTubers that do career modes try and make FIFA as realistic as possible. So you look at their sliders and be like, okay, they put all these down and this up and like first touch accuracy and all that sort of stuff. Because FIFA inherently is just an arcade fucking football game. But you can turn it into more of a...
Do they have like a default for it? Or a preset?
Only for fucking the default game. It's just too fast. It's not like real football. It's just silly.
Yeah.
I mean, I get why they do that because, you know, brains want to go quick. But I want to like slow build up through the defence into the midfield. You know, I want to ping a ball and then the player... A great ball in and then the player miscontrols it, goes out of play. That's realistic.
Do you mean the speed like the clock when you're playing FIFA and it's like going up by like a couple of minutes in seconds?
No. I mean the actual game speed.
The actual gameplay itself.
The gameplay's too fast. They kick the ball too fast.
But you don't see them actually playing.
It's FIFA, not Football Manager.
Oh.
I'm playing
what?
FIFA.
Oh, I thought you were playing Football Manager.
No, FIFA.
You're playing FIFA?
Yeah.
See, in my head, it's just the same stuff, but I'm trying to not be that kind of guy.
Football Manager
so how...
How what?
I don't know, because I don't play FIFA. So you played as Portsmouth, and then...
Well, you got the Ultimate Team, where you open all the packs, spend loads of money. You play offline, single-player career mode. So
and that's what you're doing.
I'm a bold man, called my name.
Yep.
And I am now the manager of Portsmouth. I go to press interviews, and I'm all bold and hairy. I go, and then I play the games.
Oh, okay, cool. I understand what you mean.
So, yeah. So, it's just like playing real football.
Yeah.
I slugged out 46 games of fucking championship
46
football.
games, fucking
It's
hell.
like 6-7 minutes a half as well, so that's a lot of...
That's a lot of time, you know? That's a lot of time that you were dragging in there. Did you get annoyed when you were getting battered by, say, like Liverpool or Chelsea? Was that frustrating?
No, satisfying.
Satisfying to get beaten?
Because it feels realistic.
Because then you're putting in a challenge.
Yeah, I don't like playing... That's why I never play as like West Ham. I'll still get smashed as West Ham, but... If I play on the normal difficulty at the normal speed, I'll beat Liverpool 6-0. It's boring. It's not realistic. It's never going to happen.
I'm confused by the speed.
Well, the speed of the game. The game is inherently you pass the ball goes boop, 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 boop. You're passing around to players. But when you turn the pass speed down, the ball will travel slower.
Right, so the actual physical movement of the game.
If you ping a pass over to one of your teammates, their first touch is always 100%. They bring it down. You change like touch error or whatever to whatever these YouTubers are saying. And sometimes they might miscontrol it and it'll go out of play. And that's realistic. That sort of shit happens. But when you're playing online or stuff, obviously that shit is turned off and stuff or dialed in so it doesn't happen, because otherwise people will be like, oh, I only lost because fucking...
Because my guy didn't fucking...
and that's no fault of their own. So
control the ball.
I just make it as realistic as possible, and it's a good time. So yeah, I've been banging that out.
Is it dragging you back into something like Football Manager, you reckon?
Oh yeah, I put Football Manager on the Steam Deck, didn't I? And saw that it ran and then turned it off really quickly.
Yeah, I remember
because it scares me. That's very scary.
Yeah, but that was a very fun time
for you guys.
Yeah, people really enjoyed that.
Yeah, mate, I will bring it
back.
I
don't know why you haven't dropped back into that.
Because it's the most time-consuming game of all time. Once I'm doing that, that's all I'm doing. To me, once I'm playing Football Manager, I haven't even got a family anymore. I'm in a bubble. I don't even hear them. I'm just thinking about tactics, transfers. You know what I mean? Press conferences, putting suits on for finals.
I loved it.
I know.
And then you wanted your fucking badges and all of that.
Coaching badges.
Coaching badges that you never got. It's upsetting. Antwerp, wasn't it?
Antwerp, that's the one.
Antwerp.
Great fans, terrible board.
Great fans, terrible board.
That's what it is, isn't it?
And that didn't the board of directors said you take your badges and fuck off?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
So I did.
You ain't gonna get your badges.
And that was where my career ended.
Was that where it ended? I thought you went on to a different team, though.
No, I just went to the job centre because I was going to win the Europa League, wasn't I?
Oh yeah, and you kicked off and you said you won't even give me my badges. I'm about to I've done all of this for you.
Got you to a European Championship.
Yeah.
Shouldn't even got out of the group stage. Got you to the fucking final of the European Cup.
Yeah, and then they weren't going to give you your badges
because they were scared I was going to leave if I got more badges. Right, well, I'm going to leave if I don't. So make your mind up.
Imagine that as a bluff, or imagine just playing that. Look. We understand that you're under a bit of pressure here, Prince. We get that. You've done really well for the team. I've heard from Gary that you're after a couple of your coaching badges. As any
Gary's
coach.
a fucking snitch.
Well,
putting him into my office after.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, I don't know. Sorry, I'm not agreeing with you. This is a recorded meeting, by the way.
Well, who am I talking to then?
Who, me?
Why are you answering me if you're a recorded interview?
What do you mean?
What's going on here?
No. We're recording the interview for training purposes. This isn't a meeting to bash other members of staff.
Well, fuck Gary if you're listening.
Right, okay, we'll remove that from the edit. Gary said that you was after your coaching badges. I understand that. I feel like us as the board want to give you the badges. We really do. But we've had this happen before and seen it happen with other clubs where basically we're just scared that if we give you the badges, you will leave us for another team. And it will damage us quite severely as Antwerp. So I'm really sorry, but we've made the decision as the board that you're not going to get those badges.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to leave then.
What do you mean you're going to leave?
If you don't give me the badges, I'm going to leave.
But we're worried that if we give you the badges that you're going to leave.
Yeah, but that's fine.
So what you're saying is either way you're going to leave. Would you leave if we give you the badges?
Eventually, sure.
You come from nothing, yeah? Remember that. You came from some shitty little team in England, and now you're here with us.
I actually made my name in China, but I digress.
Exactly. Pointless.
I flopped in England.
Exactly. We remember that.
Yeah.
You should remember it too.
I made my name in China.
You made your name in China.
Come to Belgium.
Smashed
it. Got you into a European final. You
and now you're sat
dickheads. Here. Ungrateful dickheads.
And now you're dictating.
It's making me angry. I have to log in and talk to the board.
But now you're dictating what the board does. You're not in charge here. We are. We pay your wages.
You're not my boss. I've quit.
I am your boss. You haven't quit. I don't accept this resignation.
There it is. That's my resignation. Let me give me the car keys.
You cannot do this to me.
Taking my Range Rover.
You can't do this to us.
Beep, beep. I've driven off. Don't ring me. Don't ring me. It's over.
Similar to how it would go, I would imagine. God, you should get back into that.
I'm going to have to load it up and have a shout
You're going to have to have a little... Have you left the board yet? Have you left the team yet?
Or I've left. I'm going to reapply.
Yeah. Can they come back to you? Like, can they come crawling back to you?
They can offer me a job again, or they can offer me an interview or whatever. Yeah, of course they can.
Yeah. Does that happen? Is that something where that would be facilitated? Like, so you've left on a term where they don't want you to leave. So you've gone, oh, fuck you, I'm gone. I'm going to go and get my badges elsewhere. But you don't know where you're going. Is there a chance that they might email you, say in a week, and go, look?
Possibly, I don't know.
It's water under the bridge, yeah?
Football Manager always has weird little things like where you don't expect to pop up. But yeah, just having job interviews and stuff, and they're like, oh, you see you're in for a lot of jobs at the moment and stuff like that.
But would you not think that you're now a volatile applicant? Because other teams are going to look at you and they're going to go, he didn't get what he wanted. He's got the hunger, but is that going to fuck us up?
Well, because I feel like I made my name in China. I got a team. I can't even remember what their name was. Shanglong Ding or something it was, or something Ding, I think. I got them promoted. And I think I got them finishing in their like Champions League spots or whatever it was. Then I got poached to go to Belgium. I got poached so they nicked me off another club. So, pot kettle black. I mean, that's like cheating on your missus, and then she cheats on you, and then you have a go at her. Well, no, hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
So give me my fucking badges, Antwerp. I got you into a European. They don't even get into Europe. I got them into a European final.
Why don't you go back to England?
That's what I'm gonna do. Well, that's what I was going to do.
Is there anything specific that we're looking for? What division are we trying to roll into it?
Well, nothing lower than the Championship, though. I've had a taste of European football.
Yeah.
I'm not going lower than Championship.
Championship's quite a tasty league to be in.
Well, one of the best leagues in the world. Hardest league as well.
You reckon it's the hardest?
The richest match in football. It is the Championship player final.
Is it?
120 million.
Really?
Yep.
Why is it such a hard league to get in and out of?
Because any team can go up. Because you've got the playoffs, you've got top 6. So the top 2 get automatically promoted, and then from 3rd to 6th, they'll play
each other, and then so on.
Yeah. So the playoff is just anyone can go up. So, let's say Luton were in the Premier League last year.
No, they're down again, aren't they?
No, they were relegated Championship. Now they're relegated to League One.
Yeah.
You got fucking Charlton coming back into the Championship.
You got Wrexham in the Championship now.
Yeah, you got Wrexham in the Championship. You've got fucking Bournemouth that went from like League 2, League 1, Championship, Premier League, established Premier League club. You know what I mean? It's just a mad division. So Championship's always exciting. That's why I tend to start in the Championship on FIFA or.
Well, this is your calling,
Football
Manager on the Steam Deck, getting yourself in the Championship. Get yourself in the Championship. It won't be up to date with current teams, will it? In terms of their positions.
You can edit all that if you want. But
you can.
I'm still waiting. I probably will. But I'm waiting for the new Football Manager because it got delayed and blah, blah, blah. So.
Well, throw Wrexham in the Championship and fucking.
I'll probably do a Wrexham file. Yeah, I'll probably do a Wrexham file. But the trouble is, I like to do it so it's realistic. So it's like I've earned everything. But if you go into. So I took a job in the Championship. You set your qualifications. So you can just be. What's your reputation? Sunday League footballer or Premier League?
Premier League.
Elite level. Or you could be like 0 coaching badges or the most coaching badges.
League winners 10 times in a row. That's what I did.
But it's not exciting. I like to keep it original. I'm just a Sunday League footballer who's shit and got nothing.
You want the real life grind.
Yeah, I want to feel it.
You want the simulator.
I am that guy.
I've done exactly what need. I'll come from nothing. Because weren't you with Dartford?
That's it, Dartford, yeah.
You was with Dartford. And you weren't doing well in Dartford.
I think I won my first game and then lost 20 in a row or something ridiculous.
Yeah, and then fucked off to China.
Don't know why they were interested.
I fuck knows. That's such a weird move, isn't it? Imagine that.
But football is weird like that. Graham Potter fucking earned his name in Sweden, and Roy Hodgson, I think he was out in fucking Austria or something for years. I mean, managers do weird shit.
Honey, kids, we're moving from Dartford, moving from Grays
to
Tokyo.
Come on,
see you later. Sunday League's calling.
Yeah. It's a weird one, man. I do like it.
I always think that with other football players when they get transferred to not just different clubs, but like completely different countries. So they just got to move all their shit again.
Yeah.
They just move everything.
A lot of times they keep their houses.
Ugh.
They just move to another house, or they'll get a hotel for 6 months and see if they like the place. And a lot of the club depending on the level, the club has like player liaisons that will do a lot of that shit for find
Yeah,
houses
I'd
for them,
imagine.
find
Yeah,
schools.
if you're top tier, they'll just
Oh,
fucking
mate.
move everything for you.
Well,
They'll see
you
you
got to
later.
worry about shit, bro.
Yeah. Imagine
But
that.
anyway, I didn't even want to talk about all this shit.
No, I know, but it's
Just
just
saying.
it's just nice to try and reel you into Football Manager again.
I was playing Warzone. I've been playing FIFA. And I downloaded a game that I've played before. You've probably heard of. Goes by the name of Elder Scrolls Online.
Why have we done that?
Got a little MMO itch, and I needed scratching. Oblivion's got me tantalising my taste buds.
You didn't buy Oblivion.
Yeah, I know, but the thought of it has got
No,
my
yeah,
mouth
well, no, but
watering.
why didn't you just get Oblivion?
Well, because ESO's free, and I've already got it.
That's true. That's true. ESO is free.
So I downloaded it, and I logged in,
Mm-hmm.
and I created Solax.
Of course you did.
Yep. So I'm playing as a necromancer.
Yep.
And yeah, I haven't really played it. I just logged in.
Do they have a
made him.
necromancer class?
If you buy it.
Oh, you have to buy it. Of course you fucking do.
I think you do anyway. I
So
think I bought it last time.
We're rolling in the same realms then, because I haven't played WoW for a couple of weeks, and I was like, what do I come back to? I want to do something else. And I was thinking Unholy Death Knight, which is basically a necromancer as well, because they have a little undead ghoul that runs around with them.
Love that.
So we're doing the same sort of shit. Oh, I wish they would merge them servers
Yeah, but
and make it cross-platform.
it would be great, but it's mega servers, isn't it? So you're never alone.
No, that's true. You are never alone. It's just annoying that you can't play with a PC
Oh, yeah,
player
it is.
and vice versa. Very
It is
fucking annoying.
But then, like I said, I watched a lot of videos on it this week, and people are like, mega servers are good for that reason. Like, you could be in the most random place in the whole world on the map that no one will ever be. There'll always be someone there doing something, and you're like, oh. And that's what MMOs are for, and it just being.
I used to, it weren't an MMO at all, but I used to really like the Steep and Riders Republic. What they used to do is throw in NPCs that would mask as players, and like when you're skiing down a slope or whatever, and there would just be like 50 other people, and they'd show up on the minimap as well, but rather than be coloured, they were just little black dots, but you could see them as actual people and falling over and laughing and all that shit. And even though you knew that you were the only real player on that mountain, it felt really nice because it's like, I'm not on my own. There are just loads of people around me, and it is comforting. And like, yeah, I agree. That's the one thing I found when like me and Steph were always playing ESO, was that it very much did feel like you are not on your own. You get there with RuneScape. I was playing old school RuneScape on my phone, just fucking around, and there's just loads of people knocking about doing their own shit. No one's saying anything. It's just nice because you're not, which is a weird thing about MMOs, because most people will play them solo but enjoy having that company but not talking to them. It's almost like walking home from somewhere in the dark, whether it be like an event or something like that, and there's just loads of people. No one's talking to each other. They're all talking to like their partners or whatever. But that volume and that presence is always quite comforting.
Mm-hmm.
Unless someone goes crazy and starts trying to kill everyone, then that makes it a little bit more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But beforehand, it is quite nice. I don't need you talking about ESO at all.
Sorry.
At all.
Sorry.
Because I'm in a MMO slump.
There's a guy at work.
And I can't do it.
Didn't half make me laugh. He's played ESO for like 20,000 hours. So it's the only game he plays. And he wanted to become a vampire. But he's like, he struggles with reading and stuff, which is mental to me, because he can't really read, but yet he plays a very complicated game in terms of like, you want to look at the stats and the numbers and stuff like that. So, but he loves it. So, he plays it so casually. You know what I mean? He goes into like dungeons and stuff, or delves or whatever they're called, and he pretends that he's a healer or whatever, and then they just boot him out after a while, because they're like, you're lying, you don't know what you're doing. Oh god, I just want the loot.
Yeah.
It's fucking cracks me up. But he said, yeah, he stood outside of this main town for like hours on end for fucking loads of evenings, just standing there with his mic unmuted, just going, is anyone a vampire? Can you bite me?
Bite me. I need someone to bite me.
Can you bite me, please? Just begging to be bit because he wanted to be a vampire. And that is hilarious to me.
Yeah.
That you can do that. So yeah, I've Solax, man, is my mage guy. So
I think my geezer, I did make them a werewolf, and then realised that being a werewolf is absolutely useless.
But it's more aesthetics for me.
Yeah.
Aesthetics, character building is just fun. So I don't think Solax will be a vampire or werewolf, but it's cool to know that they are out there.
It's a very fun game and it's very, very popular.
Oh yeah, it's like the third most popular MMO.
I wonder what the charts look like. Well, this fucking microphone. I'm going to fix it for next episode.
WoW, Final Fantasy, and ESO last time I looked at. But then they've got a new expansion coming out next week or something, so I think it's going to even, it'll peak again, blah-de-blah-de-blah.
MMO populations, this is the one.
I think you're alone now.
Okay, now really, it's actually number one.
What?
Is Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, it's not an MMO. I've seen that shit before. Nonsense.
And then, what the fuck is Wuthering Waves?
It's the fucking new...
Chinese.
Is
it Chinese?
It's the new... What's it called?
Let me click on it and see what it does.
It's that fucking game.
It's that one, that fucking...
It's the new Genshin Impact, basically. It's not Genshin Impact, but it's the same sort of shit.
Is a story-rich open-world RPG with a high degree of freedom. You wake from your slumber as Rover, joined by a vibrant cast of resonators on a journey to reclaim your lost memories and change the world. We're working to resolve our compatibility with Steam Deck, blah, blah, blah. Wuthering. I think I saw something about that a while ago. Is it free?
Yeah, free? It's like the new Genshin Impact.
Honkai Star Rail is fourth.
Yeah, that's the same as Genshin Impact, but in space.
What? Why not? Honkai Star Rail versus Genshin Impact. Is it literally just a copy? Well, it is. Similar. Very fucking similar.
You can play Wuthering Waves on your phone. This is the same shit. It's just like Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same
God,
stuff.
It's fucking anime.
Yeah,
it's
all
out.
Anime.
Keep me out of it. Yeah.
Have another gacha game.
How fucking strange. But yeah, fair enough. It's a nice itch to scratch. I just wish that they would do more with ESO.
Yummy.
But yeah, if that were cross-platform, it would be good. But at the same time, it would be an absolute cunt if you were doing like PvP and shit like that. That's where it becomes a bit of a horrible one.
I think it's good value as well, because obviously you got the sub with WoW, you get the sub with this, but then you get all the other stuff. It's not necessary, but you can get all the expansions, you can get fucking the unlimited crafting space, all your materials just go. And it's easy for me to cancel as well, which I like.
Yeah, that's true.
I can just press a button. Final Fantasy's a ball ache to log in, do this.
Just want to see if there's any more. A Reddit post. Blizzard is preparing the ground for a WoW console launch. Judging by recent changes made by Blizzard in the upcoming ones, that the WoW official retail game client is getting ready for an Xbox console launch with some sort of brand new UI for consoles, with some mechanics like dynamic flight and such. This is all speculation, by the way.
When was this posted? 2 years ago?
This was posted 15 days ago.
Oh.
If putting WoW on console forces them to be less reliant, but basically, what's spurred that conversation is that we got a little bit of a showcase into the next major patch. Was it the next major patch or was it the next expansion? I think it might have been the next patch. Don't quote me on it. Where they're introducing a one-button rotation. I think we spoke a little bit about it last time, where you just press one button and it will do your rotation for you, but the consequence of that is that your global cooldown is, I think it was like 0.3 of a second longer, which means in real terms on a competitive level it's fucking pointless.
In PvP it's shit.
Yeah, PvP and high-end content, it's not going to be viable to play, but if you just want to switch your brain off and do it, then it's kind of like a AFK type thing. But that obviously kind of more solidifies being able to play it on console. Not that you would release it where that's your only form of combat, but introducing something like that allows you to at least get used to the game, and definitely makes it way more easier to play on console with a controller if all you got to press is fucking X to do all of your shit. So I feel like they're heading in that sort of direction. There's also speculation of it coming to Game Pass, which I can't see happening because WoW's been around a very long time and they've always used their own client and their own subs. So it coming to Game Pass, but at the same time, you get everything for free anyway, pretty much.
But Microsoft own them because they're
Microsoft do own them, yeah.
Own Activision, so they can do what they want.
They can do whatever the fuck they want, but I just don't know whether they would bother doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, because Game Pass, surely you still have to pay the sub, no? So what are they getting?
I'd imagine the base game, because even then, if you buy World of Warcraft now, you buy the War Within. It's just like ESO, unless you sub to ESO.
Yeah, because I bought the Dragon fucking Rider one.
You get everything. You get everything beforehand anyway, so you only have to pay for the War Within. So I guess you'd get that on Game Pass. But how much more money?
Just get it on fucking console, man. Fuck's sake, stop fucking about. You know what I mean? Get it in me.
Final Fantasy did it.
Yeah, exactly.
And they did it very well.
Exactly. It can be done.
ESO have done it, and they've done it very, very well.
Exactly.
So, of course, it can be done.
Activision Blizzard can definitely do it.
Of course they can.
It's just if they want to.
Yeah.
Another exciting thing, which I forgot, is the, for me anyway, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 first DLC's out today.
Yeah.
So, got that to reinstall.
Is it decent?
Fun. I don't know. Don't spoil it. I don't even know what it's about. I know vaguely it's about a painter and a skull or something, but...
It's 2 DLC. What's it called?
Just Brushes with Death or something?
Brushes with Death.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, God.
Oh.
IGN review.
I don't read that shit. I don't want to hear the review.
Do you want to hear their 6 out of 10 stars?
Brilliant. No, thanks.
You don't want to hear the review? What if it's spoiler free?
No, I don't want to hear
We don't like IGN very much.
I don't want to hear anything because I want to go in blind. I know nothing.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact it's a painter.
How to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 Brushes with Death DLC. How to start Brushes with Death. I'd imagine it's because you have to go and find a quest, do you?
Is that what they did? Give 6 out of 10?
Yeah, you're interested,
No,
aren't you?
no, just fucking joke they are. I hate them. Absolute joke. Mainstream media.
They did indeed give it a 6 out of 10. And you can start the DLC quest as early as the end of Act 1. I won't go any... Well, how does that... Oh, they gave the game a 9. The review was a 9. It took around 12 hours and you could probably...
Cheers. You're a terrible human.
I didn't know what I was reading. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll forgive you.
It's in massive bold writing. I thought they was talking about the actual game. It's because, forgive me, it's because this article has Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and then a video of the initial review of the game, and then directly underneath that, in big bold letters, it says it took around 12 hours. I don't know why they'd format it that way. I apologise.
It's okay.
But it's a DLC and it's IGN, so chances are they were just fucking beelining the main.
But then the same thing, I think I might have watched IGN's review or something, and it's just the same shit. We've had this discussion before. You get people reviewing games that don't like them sort of games.
Mm-hmm,
you know, a 9 out of 10 is a brilliant score, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But then all the complaints, if I remember correctly, if it was them, was just like the combat's clunky and it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be a fucking wizard.
I don't listen to IGN reviews at all.
No one does.
There's nothing that I pay attention from.
They probably
from
gave
IGN.
Expedition 33 a fucking 7. Do you know what I mean? Fuck them.
They are very annoying. I normally go to Reddit or things like that. I want user, which is weird that you would look at a critic and go, "No, you're not real." But it's like you're getting paid to do that. So chances are you're going to give it a shit review to get some hype up. What are you googling?
Brushes with Death review roundup.
Can't help yourself. Decent? Looking bad?
Brushes with Death is this is IGN. Reddit. And it's a bold caption. And so I'll just read the top bit. Brushes with Death is a low-stakes filler episode that doesn't serve as a strong follow-up on its own, but might be a nice seasoning spread over the top of a fresh playthrough. Top first comment, top comment, whatever. I played the DLC as well and would very much disagree with this review. Brushes with Death is a really, really strong standalone story. Calling it filler is ridiculous, in my opinion. Doesn't tell the next chapter of Henry's life, but was anyone expecting it to? If you enjoyed some more of the in-depth side quests from the base game, like the Kuttenberg murder quest line, then you'll probably love Brushes with Death. So, classic case of, probably again, it might even be a case of the person that reviewed KCD2 didn't even review the DLC. I don't know. Who knows? But what I care about is what I will play and if I'll enjoy it or not.
It's a very subjective, isn't it? Unless it's a really bad game where everyone can come to a consensus. Like I'd sit here and say Expedition 33 is an absolutely fantastic game. Everyone must play it. You could play it and then go, no, this is waff.
It's like me trying to review fucking Gran Turismo. I don't give a fuck.
Or
I hate it.
I'll tell you exactly what it's like. It's like Sam, one of our dearest patrons, patreon.com/what's the buttons, highly recommended Grand Blue Fantasy Relink.
Of that fucking game.
And he
it's
loved
still in
it.
my PlayStation. Every time I turn that cunt on, it tries installing it again. I need to take it out. It's pissing me
Bin
off.
it. It's not worth it. Use it as a coaster.
Bin it.
And it's mine, isn't it? Yeah, bin it. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? I completely forgot it's my game. I don't give a fuck what happens to that. Fling it out the window. It's pointless. But he said that game was really fun. So I went and bought it and then played it and went, yeah, no, this is waff. This is waff. Ash didn't believe me. I said, I'm telling you, that game is waff. Although Sam's...
No. It's not that I didn't believe you. It was I was inspired by your Death Stranding. I was invested, which you've ruined. I was invested in your story that you were telling. I was looking forward to each week.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to do something like that. I'll try that because you failed.
Yeah.
And I put it on and I failed.
Yeah.
Because it sucks.
Yeah, it evened out the equilibrium there. I apologise for that. But yeah, Sam is a hardcore gamer and knows his shit and is extremely helpful in giving in-depth reviews and everything like that. I can't fault the man. But for that, nearly cancelled his sub because it was ridiculous.
The trouble is with that though, but this is the truth. Is the game is probably fantastic.
Yeah,
it's just not our cup of tea.
That was the point I was making. Is that he thinks it's a great game. I do not. I am IGN in this case. I thought it was waff.
Yeah, it's just that I don't like that art style. I don't like that. Come on, guys, let's do it, team.
Oh
High
my God!
five.
Wow, they nearly got us, but it didn't, and we're friends, and our friendship can blossom into love.
That's exactly
Fuck off, man! Let me just kill you.
Yeah. If I'm watching anime, I want to watch cyberpunk anime where it's just fucked up shit.
Yeah, I want blood, guts, and all the other stuff, all the taste stuff that comes with it.
Yeah, that's not for me. So I need to take that out of the fucking PlayStation because it's doing my nutting.
Yeah. Put it in its broken case and fuck it off.
But I need to download KCD2, which is going to take 16 years. So I'm looking forward to that.
Bring your PlayStation around and download it. You'll be done in 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, finger me. I've got to play some video games. What am I going to play tonight? Probably ESO, actually, because every other night I've been playing Warzone. I think my mate's not on for the weekend.
Have you checked through the store yet? See if there's any goodies that entice you in.
Warzone? Oh,
no,
ESO?
ESO.
No, because
From Crown Crates are fucking gambling for me.
Yeah.
I was getting bad.
The trouble is with ESO is I like earning things. The good thing about it,
yeah, but they're all cosmetic, bro.
the good thing, yeah, that's fine. The good thing about ESO is that they say that a lot of the gear is always relevant, so you can get best in slot from a dungeon that was fucking 5 years ago. You can get it. You know, it's all different sorts of stuff, which is great. And then there's these new... I don't know if these new or if you were playing it when these things existed. They're called, like, Apex mounts or something. There's only 3 of them. Like, 3 god-tier fucking mounts that you can only get. They cost a lot of money, I think. But you can guarantee them if you do your dailies for a year. Or something, you guarantee one. You haven't got to do it back to back, but if you do it...
I remember you could buy like Apex crystals or whatever it fucking was.
Yeah, see, I don't know the ins and outs. Just the little video I watched in the classic. Is it worth playing ESO in 2025? And people are like, yeah, still got the best housing system. People spend... They say it's the end game.
The housing was very cool. Very, very cool. I can't fault that.
So yeah, I'm excited to get on there, man. Solax is going to have his dark story. He's just going to fucking fuck everything up. The trouble I have is as soon as I came out the entry point... I skipped the tutorial like a numpty because I forgot everything. And I pressed the wrong button and I attacked a civilian. And now I've got a bounty, but I've got no gold, so I can't pay the bounty off. But I can't talk to anyone because I've got a bounty and no one wants to talk to me, so I can't earn gold to pay the bounty off.
Can't you just get arrested?
No, because they don't. It's the only two options he's given me is pay the bounty or flee. So either
Flee?
Yeah, so I flee and then I get died. I get deaded.
Well.
And then I spawn and they go, hey, you've committed crimes against the
crown.
crown.
We need money.
And I say, oh, fuck off. And then I turn it off.
Right. Well, that's that then. Patron time.
Yeah.
See you later, everyone. Hooroo.
Hooroo.